What I want to talk about is your emotional heart health, right? I want to talk about how keeping your heart in a state helps to get you through tough times, right? Many of you will know this state when I mention it here in a minute because we've talked about it a lot on here. But I want to talk about how important it is for your overall, let's call it your body's energy level, your autonomic nerve system to stay in a state of coherence so that your heart is working at an efficient rate of where it needs to be. And again, I'm not talking physical heart, but it does actually translate to here. You can wear an ECG, like a heart monitor. Apple Watches have them, the Fitbits have them. You could do all kinds of things. And you can actually see that your heart beat changes when you're in a state of what's called coherence, or your heart rate variability goes into a certain pattern. So what I want to talk to you about today is gratitude. We've talked about gratitude a lot in here. Gratitude is so important, right? Because gratitude is not only like when you do something for somebody and they give you gratitude, you actually have a better response when you receive gratitude back in your body. Your body responds better to that than just giving itself. So the gratitude is great. So I want you to make sure that when people do nice things for you in here, in life, right, in this holiday season, that you meet them back with gratitude that's equal or proportionate to what they've done for you. We've had people start bringing in gifts for the holidays, cookies, that kind of stuff, and it just warms my heart because, think about it. Just to have somebody bring something to you is so phenomenal, and it just takes me back. So I'm deeply grateful for that. And staying in a state of gratitude actually keeps my body more at peace and more at rest than anything else. Because this time of year can be stressful. It can be stressful because events in our life that are currently going on, the hustle bustle of the holiday season, of getting gifts, of shopping, of expectations. It can be stressful due to past experiences that we have, people that we've lost that aren't with us anymore, that we don't get to share this time with. And I get how hard that can be. Staying in a state of gratitude helps keeping your body in a state of coherence where it's grounded, and being grateful is just such an amazing attribute that we can trigger our bodies to get into. I mentioned a little bit about heart rate variability, and that's kind of a measurement of like how your body responds. And so if you've got a bad heart rate variability, your body just kind of stays in a certain range. The more variable your heart rate going up and down and all around, it actually helps you adapt better. So exercise is a good one. I guess I'm going to talk about cardiovascular health a little bit here, but let's say you have a sedentary life and you're just kind of sitting around and just kind of chilling out, your heart rate is going to stay in this zone where it never really changes, right? But the fact that you can get a physical change to happen in your body, you go run, you go work out, and you get your heart rate to spike, right? And then you go into a stage of rest where it's down lower, that's a high heart rate variability, and it's associated with better health. The thing about gratitude is it helps to ground you with it, but we've all been emotional in a good way, overcome with joy, overcome with gratitude, overcome with passion, and you can feel your heart rate getting going. So that's a good example of how you can use heart rate variability in a positive sense. Obviously, negative stress causes your heart rate to skyrocket as well, but we want to stay grounded with things and have good practices so that when we get into those states of stress, we can come back and be grateful. It's one thing Dr. Denise has taught me, is that gratitude is like the switch that flips in order to get healing in the body, in order to get, let's say, peace and comfort internally, right? When she's agitated with something or whatever, she goes back to gratitude. And I think it's just such an awesome practice. It's something that I'm trying to do as well, where I could get into a state where I lose my lid, right? But instead, I come back and I think, man, I'm grateful for this opportunity to learn, this opportunity to grow, and I can shift back into it. So as we get going with the holiday stress and all the craziness that happens out there as we go into these last 2 weeks of the year, it's really important to stay grounded with gratitude, stay grounded with love, with peace, with joy. This is the best time of year because we get to be around people that we love. We get to experience things. We get to celebrate Christ's birth. I mean, it is the best time of the year. So I love each and every one of you. I'm grateful for all of you, for being able to influence your life, for you to be able to influence my life. And that's never more present than this year. I'm taken back by the amount of love that we get to share back and forth with each other, just by being your chiropractor or your friend on social media or whatever our relationship is. So I love and appreciate you. Make sure you spend some good time with your friends and family. Hold your babies tight because, man, they grow up fast. Eli turned 12 yesterday. That's a really big number that I don't really know if I'm processing just yet, but I have gratitude for the time we've got with that little man and the little human that he's turned into be. So Eli, if you're watching this down the road in the future, when you decide to get on this crazy thing called Facebook, I love you, and you're a phenomenal little person, even at 12. So love you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.